Okay, welcome back to White Tiger Kenpo Purple Belt, lesson number 7. In this lesson, we're going to go over your next two techniques of long one, plus we're going to go over the technique striking feint and shackle break. So let's bow in and we'll get started. Okay, so in our last lesson, we learned the first two techniques of long one, which in this one we'll review. You start with your salutation, you do tackle technique. Then from here you go into dancer. You spin out of dancer, placing your right foot at the 12 o'clock position so that you're back to facing the 9 o'clock position, and you're going to do sumo. From sumo, you're going to cross step after the back kick to about the 3 o'clock position as you step out to 4:30 and go into guarding the wall. Okay? So again, salutation. Tackle technique. Sumo. From here. Cross step. Guarding the wall. So let's go through this one more time. So, long one. We start with our salutation. First attack comes from 12. We do tackle technique A. Then from there, a grab from behind or a choke from behind, so we do dancer. We pivot out of dancer, placing our right foot at the 12 o'clock position so that we're facing 9 o'clock, and we're going to go into sumo. From sumo, we're going to take our back kick, cross step to 4:30 with the right foot, step out left to 4:30 as we do guarding the wall, which sets us up for our next two techniques. The next two techniques we're going to learn, actually one of the next techniques we're going to learn in this lesson, and then we'll be able to continue on with long one in your next lesson. So, the next two techniques for purple belt is striking feint and shackle break. Striking feint is a right punch from the side, in which case on A, they have their left leg forward. And because their left leg is forward, it makes it a little harder when we step in and they throw that punch to do a hammer fist to the groin. So we're going to come over the leg and do a ridge hand to the groin. So basically what they've done is they've thrown a punch like this. So it's a right ridge hand. So as the punch comes in on A, we do an eagle beak strike. It's kind of like a brush block, but instead of that being a brush block with this one or a flex block with the right, we're going to do a fist number 1 right up into the nerve bundle of the arm. Then we're going to shuffle forward, cradle and crush the ribs. Hand comes over the leg as we do a ridge hand to the groin. And that is that is striking feint A. Again, right punch, left leg forward, brush block with a fist number 1 into the nerve bundles of the arm. Shuffle forward, cradle and crush. Hand does a ridge hand to the groin. B is identical to A except for the ending strike. And B is because it's a right punch with a right leg forward. So they're stepping in like this. So as they step in, middle knuckle fist, or fist number 1 to the nerves, cradle and crush, hammer fist. So A and B are identical except for the ending, and the ending is determined by which leg is forward, whether it's a left or a right leg. So as the right punch comes, our right foot adjusts slightly out of the point of contact. Not too far, because then you're going to be out of the strike and the block of the hand. So it's just a slight step as you do a brush block with a fist number 1 straight up into the nerve bundle. Okay, this will detour the punch, and this will help stop it and pull it back. As they do, the hand just drops, and we do a ridge hand into the groin. B, same thing. Brush block, cradle and crush, hammer fist. Okay? So, let's do these again. Striking feint A. Right punch, left leg forward, brush block with fist number 1 up into the nerve bundle. Cradle and crush the ribs. That'll bump them. Kind of spread those legs out a little bit as we throw a ridge hand into the groin. And this particular tab, not this version, but the B version, is actually what's going to be your next technique in long 1 right after you did guarding the wall. You'll readjust and do it from 6. So the B version, right punch, same setup, brush block, middle knuckle, or not a middle knuckle, but fist number 1, right up into the nerve bundle. Then from there, cradle and crush to the ribs as we do a hammer fist to the groin. So from this angle, punch comes, leg forward, we block, we realize that the left leg's there, so we're just going to do our full cradle to the ribs and then do the ridge hand to the groin. So again on A, strike, bump the ribs, ridge hand to the groin. The B version, same setup, followed by a hammer fist to the groin. And that is striking feint A and B, which B is in long 1 of your kata that you're learning now. So in your next lesson, we'll add that to the next couple of techniques for that kata. The next kata or technique we're going to look at is shackle break A, B, and C. Now shackle break C is actually in your short 3 kata. Now shackle break is for a 2-hand grab from behind. The A version, as soon as they grab you, what we always do, you want to counter grab and step forward. And as you step forward, you want to pull those arms. So as they're grabbing you and you pull, you're going to pull them off balance and expose the body or the chest or the solar plexus to your opponent. So you're going to step forward left, draw to a right cat stance, pull, and throw a back kick. Okay, again, 1, and kick. Then the B version is we're going to take off of that. They're going to grab, we're going to step forward, pull, throw a back kick, come back to cat, pass this hand over, just like we did in passing the horizon, and then come back down, left hand checks the body as we do an elbow to the back. Okay, again, 1, pull as you adjust to cat, back kick, set down, up and over, just like we did on passing the horizon, shuffle it slightly if you need to, left hand as a check, right elbow to the spine. Okay, again, 1, up, and over. Okay, so the A version is just the back kick. This is your base start of the technique. Step forward and make sure you pull those hands so you pull them off balance and expose that upper and lower body to your defense and throw the back kick. That's all there is to A. B starts off the same way. Throw our back kick, but this time we're going to set back down. The right hand is going to pull forward as we pass over. Big circle, come back around, because what we're doing is we're taking that hand and we're going to wrap it right over the other hand and then elbow to the back, to the top of the back. Okay, again on A, back kick. B, back kick, up and over with an elbow to the spine. The C version to this is your kata version. So we're going to step forward, we're going to pull them, but there's no back kick this time. We're going to come up and around, that's going to double them over, and as they're doubling over, we're going to do a knee to the back, or a knee to the solar plexus or rib cage, followed by a double heel palm strike to the back. Again, like here, pull, up and over, elbow, no elbow, just up and over, knee, and a double palm to the back. So shackle break A, step forward, pull. Now pulling is important. You don't want to just leave them there so that they can move and defend themselves. You want to get them off balance, and the only way to do that is to pull them forward with you. Jerk that body, expose those targets that you need, and then throw a back kick right down to the center line to their body. Then the B version, same thing, pull, back kick, up, over, check, and elbow the back. This will be closer to the top of the back near the base of the head. And then C, come in, pull them, up and over, but this time we're not going to do the back kick. We're going to use a knee to the rib cage as we do a double heel palm to their back. Okay, again, from this direction. A, step, pull them, back kick. Try to get where this is one move. As soon as they grab, you step and kick. Then you've got B, pull, back kick, up, over, and elbow. Then C, pull, up and around, knee at the same time. You're going to do a heel palm to the back. Okay, and that is lesson 7 of purple belt. So now you know the next 2 techniques of long one. So we started off with long one with our salutation. Then from there, tackle technique. Dancer as they grab. You come out of dancer facing 9 o'clock. You go into sumo. Cross step, come out, 430, guarding the wall. And then from there, we'll go on to the next several techniques in your next lesson. Then you have striking feint, right punch, left leg forward. You don't shuffle forward, you step slightly forward as you do a brush block with a fist, number 1 strike, forearm smash to the ribs. A is a ridge hand to the groin. B, one moment. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Sorry, my apologies. B, brush, fist number 1. So we're just taking this fist like we shot you in your first 4 lessons and striking right up in the middle of that arm in the nerve bundle. Then you're going to shuffle forward slightly as you bump and cradle crush the ribs, followed by the ridge hand to the groin. Now the B version, right punch, right leg forward, so we do the same thing, but this time we can just drop down with a hammer fist to the groin. And then you have shackle break. So they grab you, just like they're grabbing from behind. Usually there's somebody coming if they're doing this, so you got to be aware this may be a 2-man attack coming. So you're going to step forward, back kick is all there is to A. It's a quick, easy way to get out. The B version, step forward, back kick, up, over and around, elbow the back. See? Step, pull, and then instead of elbowing, we're going to knee with a double heel palm to the back, and that is in your short 3 kata, which will be your next kata. And that is your next lesson in purple belt from White Tiger. So, you guys are doing great. Keep up the good work. If you have any questions or comments about these techniques in this lesson, feel free to comment below or send me a chat and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Until then, keep moving forward. You guys are doing great.